Hello everyone, welcome back. In this video, I would like to discuss about one of the questions in the latest quiz, question 26. There's been a confusion that I want to clear in this video that I expect to be short. On 26 question, I asked, based on the information, what's the total number of images without visible number plates in the dataset? Which information are we basing on? There was description at the start of the section, and this is the said information. A vehicle detection model was tested on 100 images to identify images with visible number plates. The following observations were made. The model predicted 60 images to have number plates. Out of these, 5 predictions were correct, meaning the remaining predictions were incorrect. The model predicted 40 images to have number plates. Out of these, that 5 predictions were correct, meaning the remaining predictions were incorrect. So, and say the question 26 is based on the information, what's the total number of images without visible number plates in the dataset? Okay, so let's note here the information. Let's note the information. Total images 100. Total images in the dataset or in the validation set 100. The model predicted 60 images to have number plates. That's the model. Model's perspective, according to the model, 60 images have number plates. Model says, according to the model perspective, 60 images are visible, have number plates. But this turns out 45, according to the supervisor, to the supervisor's judgment. 45 is correct. Then, and of course 15 incorrect. And again, The model predicted 40 images to have no number plates. According to the model, for the remaining images have no number plates. That's what the model sees. Then again, according to the supervisor, here I have to mention this is according to the supervisor. According to the supervisor, out of these predictions were correct. That means that 5 correct and the remaining 5 incorrect. Okay, so the question says again, based on the information, what's the total number of images without visible number plates in the dataset? Okay, so it's now time okay, so let's do some calculations. We have 100 images. The best way is to start with a confusion matrix. Here is the confusion matrix. As we saw, the confusion matrix has 2 major parts. What a supervisor sees, what a supervisor sees, and what a model sees. This is what a supervisor calls positive. That's visible according to the supervisor. And this is what the supervisor calls negative. In our case, these are invisible images. I mean invisible number plates, or the images without number plates. So this is positive according to what the model sees, and this is negative according to the judgment of the model. Well, let's come back according to the model, 60 images are visible. It means if we totalize here, we should get 60 visible, because this is a positive according to the model. If we totalize, we should get 60. Turns out that 45 of these 60, the model is correct, and turns out that on 15 images, the model is incorrect. Okay. And according to the model, if we totalize here, we get 40. According to the model, if we totalize here, we get 40. It says 35 images had no, the model said 40 images had no visible plate number or nameplate, and turns out that it was correct on 35 images and incorrect on 5 images. Dataset is 40, as dataset is 60. Yeah. Okay, this is 100 images. So this 45 is called true positive. True positive means the model sees the object where the supervisor sees the object too, agrees. They agree. So this is a true positive, or TP. These are true positives because there are many. This is TPs. And again here, the supervisor didn't see a visible nameplate here, and the model agreed with the supervisor on these 35 images. It means these are true negatives because there are many, or TNs, and this is false positive. False positive means the model is seeing the object where the supervisor doesn't see it. So this is a TP, not FP, false positive. FP. And this is where the supervisor sees the visible number plate, but the model says there's no number plate. So this is a false negative, or false negatives. FN. Okay, let's come back to the question number 26. According to the question number 26, we have to choose what's the total number of images without visible number plates in the dataset. 60, 40, 50, or 35. This will depend on the perspective because the model sees, we need to define visible in which perspective, because if we define visible in the perspective of the model, if you define visible in the perspective of the model, this is what the model sees. This is what the model sees, and this is what the model doesn't see, because the question says, based on the information, what's the total number of images without visible number planes? So this means negative according to the model. Negative according to the model is false negative plus true negative, and that's going to be 5 plus that 5, and that's going to be 40. In the eyes of the model, total number of images without visible nameplate are 40. But if we define visible according to the supervisor, or according to the ground truth, supervisor according to the ground truth, that's going to be what the supervisor sees. And what the supervisor sees or doesn't see, because this is a matter of unseen nameplates, so that's gonna be false positive plus true negative, because this is where the supervisor said, I don't see a visible nameplate. So this is going to be 15 plus that 5, and that's going to be going to be 50. So since in the question we didn't precise which perspective we are defining visible, both 40, if we are seeing in the perspective of the model, is correct, and 50 is correct also, because if you are seeing in the eyes of the supervisor or in the perspective of the supervisor, 50 is the correct answer. So both answers are correct. In the next questions, I will be making sure I precise which perspective, and if no perspective is identified, if it's in the writing, you need to discuss and say, in the perspective according to the model, because mother is a learner, and as a learner, it's like a person, not really a physical person, but it's a learner, and we have to precise how that learner sees things, and of course how the supervisor sees things. Okay, this is the answer. So I gave 1 mark for whoever chose 40, and whoever selected 50 again, well, 1 mark too, because the question has 1 mark. So this is it. I hope it's clear now, and I hope in the next quizzes will be well equipped. Have a nice day. Bye.